Okay, all right, we'll go over it. What did Wemby have to say? So this is from Jeff G. Spurs on Twitter. Let's listen.
I don't think it was specific tonight. I think it was overall. They were better than us. They were better basketball players tonight. So.
Wait, what?
So. They were better basketball players tonight. So.
Oh, okay, they were better basketball players tonight. The captions made it seem like he said there's better basketball players on that side, which would have been really bad, and it's time to have some discourse.
Yeah, it's we have to step up and we have to respect that. The difference, I think they're a more accomplished team now. I mean, they look better. They've been looking fantastic since after the beginning of season, and we got better too. And I think they took us seriously for sure.
He's crying? No, he's not crying.
And they didn't know they went all out. So, and also, Jeremy helps a lot when guarding down. So he was there last January. And also, Jeremy helps a lot when guarding down. Also, Jeremy helps a lot when guarding Jeremy helps a lot. Jeremy helps a lot when Jeremy helps a lot. Jeremy helps a lot.
Remix.
Jeremy helps a lot when guarding down.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know anything. Sochan should be traded. Hold on. One more time. I actually didn't hear the last part. I probably misheard it. Hold on.
So, Jeremy helps a lot when guarding down. So he was there last January.
Making a remix featuring Victor Wembanyama, one of the greatest players. And he's if you guys didn't know, in MVP votes, or at least on the MVP ladder, he's number 6 right now. So pretty big deal. Pretty great player. Saying that, I really missed my teammate tonight. Just dumb, man. It's just dumb. I'm sorry, guys. If you can come in and you can be like, you can have some thoughts on Sochan, and you watch the games and you're like, oh, he didn't have a great performance offensively, and that's fine. Like, anyone can accept that, right? Like, oh, he missed a 3 down the stretch. Okay, we can accept that. But you can't come in here and just say Sochan is a bad player. All right, I don't have this bias towards Sochan just for no reason, right? Like I told you guys, I've always been open and honest with you. I love players with high defense, high basketball IQ. That's why I was crazy about Kyle Anderson. That's why I was crazy about Derek White. And it's the same thing with Sochan. He is a high IQ, good defensive, smart defensive player that you can get a lot of utility out of. And I think that he's even more important than those other two, even though Derek White is awesome, right? Just won a championship. He's my man. But I think that he's even more important in the history of the NBA for those guys that win championships. We're talking Draymond Green, obviously Dennis Rodman. Somebody brought up Gordon as well. Like, these types of players, and his archetype is very important. And unfortunately for us, because we're not that great of a team, he's going to be overlooked tremendously until you're actually in playoff series, winning games, and Spurs fans are happy. And then they'll say, hey, he actually fits with the team. But right now, it's not going to feel that way because the Spurs need more scoring. So who are you going to point at? You're going to point at the guy that doesn't have a great 3-point percentage, even though his field goal percentage has increased 10% since last season. You don't care about that. You care about the threes, right? Steph Castle, no one really cares about that because he's a rookie, and that's fine. I don't think he should get any criticism on the shooting end of it. Like, he'll get better. The same thing with I think Keldon doesn't get as much criticism, even though his percentages are really bad. I don't think he gets much criticism because he brings that energy, right? Like he gives you a feeling. Like after games, you're like, oh man, that dunk he had. Even this last game, he had like a crazy dunk. It was incredible. But like, you know, he yells. He's always bringing energy. So it's like, oh yeah, you know, I like Keldon, even if he had a bad, you know, game on the defensive end. No one notices that. It's all offense. That's all people think about. That's all they care about. And like I said, even offensively, he's good for the role that he's in. Never once says Sochan's going to be a superstar. Okay, I don't say that. Maybe I held that belief. If you go back to videos 2 years ago, maybe I said something like that. I don't think I did, but right now, and for the past year or so, I have not thought that he's going to be a superstar or anything like that. I don't think that. Right? I think Castle has a better shot at becoming a star than Sochan. But what I do think is, even if he's not a star, nonetheless, he is very important to this to a championship team. Very important. Okay? I wasn't cheering for the Spurs to lose tonight. I wanted us to win. But these narratives, and you guys I'm going on this rant and you might not even know what I'm talking about. There was this continuous narrative over the past week or so where the Spurs are a better team without Sochan on the court. People bringing up on my channel, I saw in the comments someone say we're 9-5 without Sochan. Yeah, we got a few wins, a couple wins, but 5 of those wins were against the Blazers. It was against the Kings, and who's the other team? It was 3 horrible teams that we played 5 times during that stretch of not having Sochan. Let's see. Is it? Why does it do this? Why does it do this? I just want this season. Here we go. Yeah, they were like 9-5. Some of them are impressive. Like, I won't lie, some of them are impressive. But the Spurs beat the Portland Trail Blazers. They played the Sacramento Kings twice. They beat the Washington Wizards and Utah Jazz. Did I already say Utah? In Utah. I might already say Utah. But yeah. Yeah, that's not that great. You know? It's impressive. Like, some of these are good, right? You beat... Oh, thanks for the super chat, man. Standing up for our boy Sochan. It's just silly, bro. It's just silly. When 5 of those wins that we're talking about that were so much better without Sochan, we beat teams that we probably could beat without Wemby, if you're being real. I mean, we have enough depth that we probably could beat these teams without Wemby. So I don't know. It's just silly. It's just dumb. And then if you go further as far as stats and whatnot, if you look at the Spurs record when Sochan gets at least 31 minutes per game, then you're a 6-6 team, which the team overall is 18-18. We're just a 500 team. There's no like hidden thing about if Sochan doesn't play that we're a better team. No, when he gets less than 31 minutes, it's a pretty bad record overall, right? It's pretty bad. But it's just silly. It's just silly. Yeah, and tonight the team still lost even without Sochan, so the conclusion is moot. It's just dumb. It's reactionary. It's just trying your best to connect two things that's not connecting. The Spurs are a better team with Sochan, right? It's very similar to what people would do like on freaking ESPN, right? Or Fox Sports, where they will take like and I'm not, Sochan isn't a star player, but they will do this. They'll take a star player like LeBron, right? LeBron sits out as X amount of games. The team is forced to play more team ball. They're playing a little bit better. And then they will come to the conclusion that this team is better without LeBron. What are we talking? No, it doesn't work like that. No, it's not that simple, actually. No, it's actually not that simple. I don't know. That's my rant. I'm cool. Sochan's a good player. I'm happy that our players at least know it. I'm glad that Wemby knows it. But, You can say what you want. I don't know ball or whatever, but neither does Wemby. Wemby has no idea what he's talking about. He's very dumb. He doesn't know anything about basketball.
They didn't. They went all out. So, and also, Jeremy helps a lot when guarding down. So he was there last January.
Yep, that's the difference. Wemby said that's a big difference. Whatever, but that's not important, right? You like threes and hezzy moves and step backs, and that's all that's important. Half court threes is what we like. That's what we came to see, baby. That's what you spent your tickets on. Defense? Ugh. Who needs that? Who needs defense? Who needs defense when you can shoot half court shots? Sochan untouchable, bro. Similar fit like we seeing for Gordon and Jokic, except Sochan is a better defender. Yeah, of course. Another thing too that subtitle for the official interview. Yeah, I don't know. Another thing too, as far as Sochan being untouchable. Another thing is when people say that they want to trade Sochan or whatnot, I just don't think you're going to be getting the same value or a good enough value for Sochan, right? Like he's very important, but I will acknowledge that he's kind of a niche type player, right? Teams that could really utilize him right now that in winning positions, they already got their kind of similar version to what Sochan is, right? Like you're just not going to get good enough value for Sochan if you wanted to trade. So you're just not, right? He's in those weird places where he's super valuable to us, but right now I don't know how valuable he is on the market. You know what I mean? It's just not a good idea. Now, if you're telling me, Clan, listen, for a couple first round picks or a few first round picks in Sochan, we can get Luka Doncic. I'm on board with you. Screw the defense. Luka's that great offensively, right? But we're being reasonable here. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, I'm on board if we're talking about that. But you're not going to get anything crazy. Sochan will be a good bench player. That's fine too if he comes off the bench. He came off the bench in college. He did a great job with Baylor. Y'all are right. If Sochan in, we easily beat the Bucks. No one said that. Are you arguing with Wemby? You're probably arguing with Wemby right now because Wemby says something like this.
So, and also, Jeremy helps a lot when guarding down. So he was there last January.
That helped last January in beating them. Actually, did we even beat them? Did we beat the Bucks last season? I feel like we lost against the Bucks, didn't we? Didn't we beat them? I mean, didn't we lose? What is Wemby talking about? We didn't play them in January. Oh, yeah, we did. That's 2024. We lost. That was a good game, bro. That was a good game. I was about to say, I was like, didn't we lose? They beat us last year. Yeah. But it was a closer game. It was a closer game. Trey Jones can't shoot threes. He's not a three-point shooter. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. That's why you brought up Trey Jones. Yeah, he did miss that big shot. He was so upset. He was so upset about that game. Hold on, before we end this segment, I actually want to go back to that. You guys brought up something in my memory bank. Let's see if I'm right. He was so upset after missing that three that he just went on a crazy run as far as hitting his threes. Let's see. Let's go to last season. All right, let's go to that Bucks game. It was in January. All right, so he missed that three, right? And let's see, how did he do? He missed it 0 for 2, and then he went 2 for 2 the next game. It took a couple. We don't have to count these. He missed one. 4 for 6, missed one. 1 for 5. He took 5 of them, though. 2 for 3, 0 for 3, 0 for 1. 1 for 1, 2 for 3, 1 for 2, 1 for 1. He became a little bit more reliable. And for the majority of January, he shot 40% from 3. And then he was 38% from 3. And then in March, he was 46% from 3. And then he came back down to earth in April, and he was 25% from 3. But before January, he was 21% in December and 22% in November. So yes, okay, like what I said was correct. He went crazy after that missed 3. You could tell he felt really bad about it. This is bad. Wait. Were you reacting to this? That's not bad. 40% from 3, and then 38% from 3, and then 46% from 3. He went off. Clank God. He was a clank God before that. He said this is bad. This isn't bad. Overall, this is pretty good, especially for Trey Jones. Like, he didn't even take threes. Cause did he? I don't think he took many threes in college, did he? Oh yeah, he did. I'm just dumb. I don't know what I'm talking about. Who am I talking about? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Ben Simmons. He took a lot of threes in college. Never mind. Anyways, ending segment. Good stuff.